Okay, hello 10th grade students. Today, inshallah, we will be explaining the present simple passive. We use the passive in general to talk about unknown subject, or we sometimes don't want to mention the subject, so it is a good way to delete the subject and to replace it with the object. So, as a Wikipedian definition of the word present simple passive, we say something like we use the present simple passive when an action, idea, or opinion is more important than the person or thing that does it. So when an action is more important than the person or the thing that does it, we use what? We use the present simple passive. Sometimes we call the doer of the action the agent. In such cases, we either don't know or are not interested in the identity of the agent. So we simply don't care about it. When we say something like walls are designed with detailed plasterwork, walls are designed with detailed plasterwork. This sentence is already inspired by the Alhambra Palazzo text that you might have read in page 70 action pack. When we say walls are designed with detailed plasterwork, in this case we have a deleted subject. Or we're not saying deleted, we have to use a different word, which is we don't know the doer of the action. We don't know the agent, or maybe the designing of the walls is more important than knowing the exact person who did that action. So when we say walls, in the previous sentence, it was what? It was an object. But in this case, it is the new subject. So walls here is the object, are designed. We use the auxiliary verb, and auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. We always have auxiliary verbs in passive sentences, whether we have is, are, verbs to be, or we might have use we might use be, we might use been, and so on and so forth. We also use the present simple passive to describe a process, where again we don't know the agent, the doer of the action, the subject, or we are not interested in who carries out the process. Or when we say rice is grown in China, bread is made in a bakery. We don't know we are not interested actually in who does the action, or who did the action, or anything like that. So what we really care here of the process of what? Of a growing rice, of making bread. We don't want to know or to mention the baker who made us bread. Now, how to form the present simple passive? The sentence in general starts with the subject,